Yeah.
And so for them, it's a lot to say, okay, be woke, do this, but go to college, do all this other stuff. So they pick, okay, what's the best avenue for my child to be better and to be, like Lance said, more knowledgeable, kind of to what you guys are saying too, with all the education and all that. Okay, let me put them in this position to do this, gain more knowledge, and then they can start passing down that more knowledge, and it starts to grow that way. They had to pick what was going to be more important. What was important to them was, okay, you guys go to college. You take advantage of some of these things that we didn't have. Better yourself, and then help start bettering other people.
You know what?
Go ahead.
I thought you finished.
Go ahead, Ham.
Yeah, I got a sports analogy to kind of like see what I'm saying. Like, you ever seen somebody in basketball or football? Well, basketballs are better because they don't stop. They don't keep stopping. So a basketball play, dude thinks it's a charge. Boom, he gets hit. And then he starts yelling at the referee because it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? The system's messed up, but the play's still going. And then your man scoring the other side of the court. We can't be focused on trying to worry about the referee and how the system is effed up when the game is going on. You still got to continue to go on and let the coach handle that shit, or let the people from the booth, or it's people set in place in different positions to handle stuff. You see what I'm saying? Right. Or you can address that type of stuff later. Because my granddad, he worked in I think a shipyard in Charleston, because he eventually died because stuff was asbestos and junk was in his lungs. Didn't go to school. My grandma, she like made dresses and stuff. But then my dad, got his a degree from South Carolina State, then went to Florida State, and was going to get his PhD from Ohio State, but got it from Florida State, where he met my mom, who has her master's and all those degrees and stuff. Then when I was growing up, like, they were just pointing me in directions. And looking back now, I'm like I went to school in the football scholarship, but I played 4 different instruments. You know what I'm saying? I had 3.5 grade average.
They said you're going to have these skills.
Yeah, but I look back now and I was like, shit, is that hard for regular people to get in school? I had no idea it was hard for normal students to get in school, because my parents were just, junk was so normal. Yeah, right. It was just like whatever. When people,
we're just now getting there.
Like, jokers was crying graduating high school. I was like, what the hell is wrong with y'all, man? This this a pass through. But for the black community, it's still like, oh my God, we made it. We made it. You see what I'm saying? But so that's what I'm saying, that kind of legacy. But then now I'm in a position where I'm a little bit more woke than them, because they had to do the ground level stuff. They was like, okay, we got this one seed. We got to make sure he's planted. So it's my time to be talking this talk. You know what I'm saying? And trying to elect people that have that vision now that I matriculated through this system. Or even if I was a black person that went to Clemson, who still go to them black jokers over there go to a college on a slave plantation, and still got slave owner names on the buildings, and getting their degrees and still trying to make a difference. Now look at that imagery. Yep. Like that, how crazy is that? And talk about going through the system, they still won't change the name, and it's just crazy. So yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying, 125%, because it's not worse than a Negro that's figured he's made it and don't do shit. Yeah. It's that worry about keeping their kids in Jack and Jill and debutante balls, and I went to Howard or Howard University or Hampton, the Black Harvard. I don't see what you like. I know all those elitists, from Orangeburg, those people who just send their kids to these predominant HBCUs. You get that a lot, because matter of fact, brothers that go to HBCUs look down on us that go to PWIs. Oh, yeah.
Why?
It's kind of like elitist. We're not as woke.
As somebody who went to 2 HBCUs.
Knock
this out.
Yeah.
So I think it goes both ways.
Oh,
it's a divisive
thing.
It's a divisive tactic that low-key white supremacy did, but that's a whole other topic. We look down upon people among HBCUs because we don't understand what HBCUs have to offer, the history and everything else. But we also look down upon people who go to PWIs, because it's like, why would you go to an institution that historically was not built for you, and with more like you're a sellout?
It goes both ways.
It really does go both ways. What we need to understand is folks' experience being black and navigating this system is just inherently going to be different. Like, people feel like they have a black experience here at USC. That is a valid experience. I'm not going to validate that just because of your institution.
Well, for one, we have more black people than the HBCUs.
True.
So I would argue our black experience just as blacker.
Yeah, because when I went to South Carolina,
we got more students in State. We got more students in Benedict. We got more students in Allen.
I played football here 4 years. In my 5th year, because I got redshirt, I went to South Carolina State because I wanted to play at the same school that my dad went to.
Right.
So they was like, "Man, you see any black people?" I said, "Man, we got more black chicks than y'all
we got like 13% minority when we were.
But just because the perception of USC, they was like, "For real?" I was like, "Yeah, you talking this per capita stuff?" I
like
said,
30,000 students versus
y'all got 4,000 people here total. And you got these couple of little raggedy chicks y'all chasing after. I say, on my way to Gambrell, I see more dimes than y'all got. But whatever. But just going to both. Like I did mine in reverse. Like it's definitely a divisive tactic I think it's a divisive tactic when outsiders, talk about. I think between
the only thing I looked down on HBCUs is that y'all had to stand in line for financial aid, and we got to do it on a computer.
No, blowed.
Man, right, yeah, both.
No, y'all did.
Not at South Carolina State, boy.
In line.
Yeah, we was in the gym.
But I mean, is that? But also,
y'all was in line. We was online.
Part of the reason is they feel as though we don't at PWIs get the education that they get at HBCUs because it is a major heritage part that's missing at PWIs that you don't get at PWI that you do get at
teacher to student ratio also
at
Black College.
I think the one major difference is that at HBCUs the students, because there are not as many students, they make real connections with their professors.
The student teacher ratio is off the chain, not in the movie theater.
After the fact, stuff. I couldn't even tell you the names of my professors when I was in school. Now,
that's true.
Look, when I went to State, man, I was a 5th year senior, and I went there just to play football, man. And so I was skipping class. I was like, I ain't going to this damn class. And then the teacher asked about you. I was like, what? I was like, I hadn't had a teacher ask about me since high school.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy. And I went back to class, and it was one of the best experiences ever. But here, checking that number up in Gambrell.
I didn't want my teacher to know.
I was just a number. Yeah.
But I think that's also a proxy of them actually caring because of our experience.
I know.
I mean, let's talk about the lack of black and brown professors in the professoriate in academia across the nation. We're less than 10%.
Is that you're going to be a professor, or are you going to research?
I'm going to go with research, but I do want to do adjunct professorship. And the thing is, we know these numbers. So the other issue with that divide between HBCUs and PWIs is that, to be honest, PWIs aren't trying to hire us. And there have been so many pieces written about that, it's not even funny. So then, of course, you have this disconnect with professors and students of color at PWIs versus HBCUs. And so then that divide happens in a different light.
Mm-hmm.
So,
are you gonna have one of those blazers with the patches on the elbows?
Man, I have a blazer with the patch on the
Please make it go down.
Hey, with a real ugly mustache.
You have a coat of arms. You have a coat of arms on your.
Get your coat of arms on there.
Coat of arms.
Look, if I see you as a professor, man, with the patches on the elbows, I might cry one single tear, man. I'll be so proud of you.
Patches on the elbow. I lost it. I'm still mad about it.
Hey, somebody out there start a GoFundMe so he can get a blazer.
Oh no!
with the elbow patches on there.
Y'all
start GoFundMe. Y'all start GoFundMe.
Yeah, what about that?
Parents disown the
run that back so they can hear that.
The white girl that started a GoFundMe because her parents disowned her for dating a black guy.
Shut up.
Yo,
that's so
she already got the 15 G's, right?
She got 15 G's the first day.
The first day.
That's privilege.
That's white privilege.
It really is.
So
she got money for dating a black guy.
Yeah, her parents.
Because her parents were like, "We not paying for nothing for you."
Do you realize GoFundMes will go for cancer? Like this black dude fell in the same category as cancer and stuff. like a disease.
She better date that dude all through college too.
Damn,
everything.
That's wedding money, boy.
They better put a clause in there to get rebated if they break up.
Damn, Terrence.
One of my friends on Facebook Live just said now she's got over 34,000.
34,000?
My Lord.
Now she's at 34,000. She's at 34,000, y'all.
Sick people don't get that much.
34,000. You have to marry a black for that.
It don't necessarily got to be him.
Yeah, it don't have to be him, but he has to be black. Yeah, it don't have to be him, but he has to be black.
I'm so upset right now.
But that's what we talk about in terms of racism.
34,000?
34.
Those donations are racist.
But the comment sections were lit. People was talking about, if you don't get your privileged ass up work,
right,
do this, that, and the third. But that's the thing that we deal with.
Financial
in
aid.
academia and amongst ourselves as millennials, right? Financial aid. That's a microaggression on like a whole different scale. So you said no to racism, but then you still wanted money after the fact? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Because the minute you break up with him, because this is the thing that I don't even think she understands, and other people don't understand about that story. She breaks up with him, she can still be protected by whiteness and white privilege.
Yes.
And that 34K.
and not 24.
It's the same thing as like how fast Ryan Lochte turned white after he got in trouble. He was like, oh shit. Hair dyed. He took the gold grill out. Took the gold grill out. Dyed their hair back black. Went on Dancing with the Stars. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
You said transformation.
Y'all wouldn't even recognize like y'all see it now. He the whitest white dude ever now.
Ever.
I don't blame him.
Being black is still bad.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be black.
Being black and mess that money up.
Yeah. Everybody want to be black, but don't want to really be black. They just want to misappropriate our song.
The culture.
Stay away from Stay away from Bad Bougie. Once again.
Oh no!
I just heard that song. That song dope too.
What, Bad Bougie?
Yeah. They gonna take it though.
Don't take it.
It will.
Y'all see that video? They turned that talking about this the T-Rex. What was that? Did you see that?
No.
Yeah.
Stop. Hang on. Stop
So
taking our dance.
do you guys think that Caucasians? How much weight do you think the color, like the shade complex, matters with Caucasians?
What do you mean?
What?
Like,
it matters. Off
no, because
Like as far as safe or acceptable?
yeah, I'm talking about like how do they view view me versus somebody? Who,
The darker you are, the more threatened you are.
Yeah.
Period. That's just the way it is.
Typically, you're also more fetishized. But
yes.
But you know, black people have that same perception, right?
oh yeah.
Oh, but we already black. We already know that.
Yeah.
I was just talking about like what they think about it.
Yeah. Because
That's cross-racial.
I have never been told I was yellow so much in my entire life.
For real.
What since you got that?
Y'all got
Since I
dark skinned
got
brothers on
down
the
here.
island?
Yep.
Huh?
Y'all got dark skinned brothers on the island?
What you mean? He could be my cousin.
And look,
Yeah.
I believe it because every time I see somebody playing baseball until they talk, I was like, "Dang, that's a brother." You know, it's a brother. And
Oh
like,
yeah, now baseball be fooling you. I don't think nobody.
and then the
black
accent come out, I was like, "Well,
black
damn."
African American rather.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was ready to.
The first time I heard Sammy Sosa,
we was ready to claim Big Papi and all of them.
and Sammy
we was ready
Sosa,
to claim
I was
him
like,
quick.
I was like, dang.
Sammy from DR too.
Huh?
Yeah. Sammy grew up with my dad.
Man, Sammy.
Sammy got that.
Oh,
Michael,
Sammy white now too though. Sammy done bleached his skin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
he got that Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a
No,
question. I was about to say.
he admitted
Speaking of bleach, how do y'all feel about it? I guess they're not going to put it on air now, but they were going to air a Jackson family special.
Oh, you talking about
And
the
the
dude
per-
who is a white
Yeah,
dude
the person
that's
who's
acting as,
they're
Michael
gonna
Jackson?
have a white guy, a white man play Michael Jackson.
Shaking his
Kill
head.
a fire.
Wait, at what point in his life? Let me stop. That was wrong.
No, they said it was trash though.
Stop it,
They said it
dog.
wasn't even good though.
Stop it.
But Flex
Yeah.
Washington played Mike, and that was atrocious.
Flex was garbage.
It could have been my man from Atlanta. What's his name? What's your guys?
Talking about Donald.
Oh, his homeboy.
Oh, his homeboy.
Paperboy's homeboy.
The one that they said he was racial.
Oh, you talking about Harrison?
Yeah, could have been. He could have been a Harrison.
Y'all watch Atlanta?
I ain't watching. I know you done talked about
Oh
it.
man, Harrison, man, that joint's so
Yeah,
funny,
man. So y'all would have an issue if a white dude played Mike?
They had a white dude in a play at a college play Martin Luther King Jr. in a play.
At what college?
It was oh Lord, I want to say it's Kent State, but don't quote me on that. If you Google it, like it's there, like
F that. We throwing Kent State under the bus. Period.
Okay.
That's all right.
on TV, on the air.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So what if he was the best
Unvetted.
person to portray Martin Luther King?
That's still erasure. That at the end of it, that's still erasure. Like you can't do that, and it feels like as if you didn't even try. Like how, even if it was for one scene, even if it was for 5 minutes, Martin Luther King Jr. was a black man that did have an impact on this society. To erase that in any type of art, play, movie, whatever, is erasure of our history.
True.
And what Asbelkis is talking about in terms of making sure that we know our history with the correct books and stuff like that, how you going to sit up here and whitewash the man that y'all steady misquoting every other chance you can get? How, Sway?
Eesh.
Yeah.
They would have a fit if we tried to have a black dude play like George Washington or something.
They have a fit when we had a black dude play in Thor.
Or that-
when Idris Elba played Hemdall.
Or even
character.
that black
And they-
girl.
they-
And
Annie.
he was a
They
great
have a
James
fit, but they're
Bond, and they
talking
don't want to
and
black
even
James Bond, and they
Annie
said-
too, right?
Yeah.
Annie, they flipped on
Yeah.
Annie.
Yeah, you're right.
They don't want to have a black James Bond.
Oh,
But
and the Wizard of Oz.
They mad because
Wizard of Oz.
they mad because the Wiz is a piece of shit.
The Wiz wouldn't have played.
I mean, the Wizard of Oz is shit. The Wiz is the bomb.
The Wiz was fire.
And the Wiz, the musical was off the chain, man.
They shut that
Like,
joint
for real.
down.
Well, I guess you're right.
They
then.
killed it.
Nipsey
But that's
Russell.
reverse racism to have an all black cast. Well, how would we feel if there was an all white cast?
First of all, for those of us who don't know, reverse racism isn't even possible because
Yeah.
as a black man in America,